It's like, how am I asking or desiring to have a man who will like love me and marry me and put a ring on my finger and like commit to me and be there for me? But I'm not doing that for myself. You really are always attracting how you treat yourself. Well, namaste, sweet friend. Meditation helped me find love. Meditation helped me find my husband. Meditation is helping me to maintain my relationship in a healthy way. And I'm going to explain why. So, first of all, I'm like having a weird relationship with YouTube, right? If I script a video, I'm not going to make it. So I literally have to come on here, press record, and go. Because otherwise, like, I'm never going to show up. And so, yeah, this is more of a raw video. We're gonna like spend some quality time and yeah, talk about the things the world is just too full to talk about. So I met my husband in Bali. Do you remember? You know that already. But if you're new here, so I met my husband the day after I landed in Bali. But I wasn't searching for a man anymore. And notice I said I wasn't searching anymore. That's because I spent a lot of time like wishing like, God, where's the one for me? And is this love thing that they talk about even real? And then when I stopped looking, I finally found him. I redirected my energy onto my practice, onto myself, onto healing myself, cultivating my mind, cultivating my body, extending love to other beings freely. But let's talk about men are super sensitive. Like, probably sometimes I think they're more sensitive than us. So we cannot lie to them about our feminine energy. You've been on a date. You've been on a date, right? So that means you know that when you are getting ready, when you're getting ready to go on the date, you get all cute, you wash yourself, you do your hair, maybe you do your makeup, whatever, you get ready. And the things that you're doing, they fall more on the feminine energy, the more shallow side of the feminine essence, right? Those things are important, but they're more on the shallow side. So when you meet the guy and, you're being all, nice to meet you, you're being cute. You're being cute. But something happens where the date doesn't go well. And of course, like, on the physical plane, you can point out why it didn't go well. Like, he was acting weird, I was acting weird, but it's deeper than that. Sometimes they can smell when you are lying about being a feminine woman. You ever like been to someone's house and you know that they cleaned the house, right? But they just cleaned it and they haven't cleaned it in a while. Isn't it amazing that you can still pick up the subtle stains, right? And I'm using this analogy because that's how we are. Like, when I think about myself and my journey to healing myself and practicing meditation, for so long I was just working on the surface of my femininity. Like, I had like flawless skin, my hair was always done, I had like my skincare routine on lock. But the internal work, meditation, a personal, consistent practice, eating well, taking care of myself, nourishing myself, I was not doing those things. So then it showed. I know that you probably think that it doesn't show, but it shows, and men can sniff that out. We actually don't attract who we want. Y'all, for so long, I attracted men that didn't want to commit, or they wanted to play games, or they wanted to like, and I'm like, why do I keep, I know I don't want that kind of man, but why do I keep attracting that kind of relationship? And I realized that you don't attract what you want. You attract the frequency which you're operating on. And then when I realized that, it was a slap to my face, because it meant that the men that I was saying, oh, why are they like that? They were reflecting They were reflecting something that I needed to heal about myself: lack of commitment. Like, are you attracting men and relationships who don't want to commit to you? They just like run away and there's no explanation. Like, just look at the reoccurring themes and feedback that is happening when you're dating. And then when I realized that, I was like, oh my God, I'm out of integrity with myself. I say I'm gonna do something and I don't do it. I don't commit to myself. I'm not kind to myself. I'm not romantic to myself. I beat myself up. I talk to myself with such harsh words. I don't give myself like an explanation for why I show up the way that I do sometimes. I'm inconsistent. So, of course, I am attracting those kind of men, right? Stick with me. Like, stick with me. So, that means we need to heal those qualities and those tendencies within ourselves first. And then we'll be able to attract the love that we're seeking. And the way that I was able to shift those things in myself is really through my consistent meditation practice. There are so many things, so many aspects of healing and self-care. And I'm actually going to get into a series about that. But I picked one. And that one thing was nourishing and healing my mind. Nourishing and healing the way that I talk to myself, my lack of kindness to myself. And my meditation practice was such a simple and easy way to commit to myself. It's like, how am I asking or desiring to have a man who will like love me and marry me and put a ring on my finger and like commit to me and be there for me? But I'm not doing that for myself. You really are always attracting how you treat yourself when no one is looking. We can put on the facade that we are kind to ourselves when other people are looking. But it's not about that. It's about late at night. Are you up at 3 in the morning strolling on your phone? That's not imagine a man in the bed next to you. You finally have him and he's on the phone at 3 a.m. Just imagine like all the bad habits that happen when no one is looking. Just imagine a man doing that. Like, you wouldn't want to be with that kind of man. So I had to learn how to shift. And by the way, it's a constant learning, right? It's not like I learned those things and then I'm perfect. No, every single day, I'm finding ways to be mindful with my consumption. Every single day, I'm finding ways to show up for myself with my meditation practice, show up for myself with how I eat and care for myself. So it's not like you get the guy, you get the guy, and then, yeah, you get to fall apart. It's a lifetime journey. But I do believe that the number one step to being able to attract love is just focus on one thing. Meditation, it just changes you from the inside out. Specifically shamatha meditation. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I do have content on my page about that. It's 5 minutes every day. Imagine that 5 consistent minutes every single day could really help you to attract everything that you desire. And it's not that you're not manifesting in the meditation, right? The meditation is about concentration, being able to stabilize your mind, keep it on one thing. And when you think of like the feminine essence, one quality of femininity is actually being grounded, the capacity to be present, the capacity to be embodied, to be where you are, the capacity to notice when you have a difficult emotion and the ability to regulate it and bring it back. All of those qualities, they're coming from having a meditation practice. And so if you're looking for love, don't look for love out there. Cultivate it in here, and then manifesting it out here is just going to be so much easier. Like, I look back at some of the videos, like my husband, he took videos of us because like we met and then we started traveling everywhere around Indonesia. And I look back, I was like, my love, I was looking like this. Like I look a hot mess. So it couldn't have been my clothes. It couldn't have been my hair. I couldn't find any hair products in Indonesia, so my hair was just always dry. I had color in my hair at that time, so it was like damaged. Physically, I wouldn't say that I was in the best shape of my life, But I had worked so hard on my mind through my meditation practice and my yoga and my prayers. And that is what my husband found attractive. And it's rare to find because everyone is so obsessed with cultivating their external appearance and they forget their inside. But we can smell the inside very clearly, especially the quality and the caliber of a husband that you're looking for. You want someone who's intellectually stimulating. You want someone who's emotionally intelligent, and that kind of man will sniff. If you don't really love yourself and take care of yourself and have a consistent meditation practice, they're gonna know immediately. So yeah, I believe that I attracted love and attracted my marriage by focusing on my meditation practice and cultivating my heart and my mind. So that is, yeah, maybe maybe something I have shared here is useful for you. Let me know in the comment section, uh, what have you been focusing on? Like, have you been focusing on your external world or your internal world? And if it's your external world, let me know if you are in a season where you're really ready to redirect your energy back to the internal world. So just let me know. Let's chit chat below. I would love to hear where your energy is right now if you are seeking love. That's it, friend. Thank you so much for watching this random. I always feel like when I do these random talks, the video is going to be like a soup. And that's okay because at least we get to spend a little bit of quality time together. Namaste.